Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. We are back on what is happening in the nation, Nigeria. So yes. Join me. Okay, so we've been covering the story of the very dark man, EFCC, GT Bank, and whatnot. But yes, I wasn't able to come up live, and so I wasn't able to give you people the updates. So I'm not going to leave you all hanging. Like I said, any story that we've started covering, we will make sure to cover the story in full. So let me quickly check for this live stream. I'll check the sound and we'll dive right into this. Okay, because VDM had said part by part, he's going to tell the story of what happened between him and GT Bank. And let me see. Hold on. Okay, so this is to convert. Okay, let me see. Hold on. So let's see. Okay, good. So sound is on. Okay, so that's that. We will get right into the conversation right about now. So VDM did explain what happened between him and GT Bank, because remember when he was taken, it was first alleged that he was taken from GT Bank, and then they said outside GT Bank, and the story just continued. Then GT released a video or two or three several videos that showed that he was already out from the bank before he was picked up, that they are not, 'cause people were already calling for people to start boycotting GT Bank, and GT Bank had to come out and say, wait a minute, people were ending their um, you know, dealings with GT Bank, like people that were banking with GT Bank were actually ending their dealings and things like that. So now Very Dark Man, after being released, came out and said, GT Bank, what you people released, it's not actually the full gist. So I don't even understand why you people are kind of painting it the way you're painting it. So I'm going to play that video where he did explain about, because he first did a particular video where he was calling out EFCC, then the second he did the appreciation video, then followed by him coming out and said he's trying to explain what happened. So that's the one that we're going to get right in right now. So let me pull up VDM's page and let's talk. Let me know what you think. Also, your opinions are valid. Let me know what you think concerning the case. So VDM titled this. What's going on? Instagram. Anyway, I'll just read the part where I can see here. It says, this is the full story of everything that happened at GT Bank. So let me pull that one up and let's
to give you the full details of what happened the day I was arrested and what happened when I got to the EFCC and my time in prison, right? So this video is going to be long, but first of all, it's crazy how this protest brought Yoruba, Igbos, and Hausa. Nobody say, hey, it's not my tribe. Everybody just join one voice. It means that if you start joining voices, you actually achieve something. You understand? Nobody even care. Everybody, you see that one protest, Anyways, again, shout outs to Arise team, Ufai, shout out to Ufai. I watch your video, how you explode. Shout out to you, respect, and Oji. Anyways, shout out to Arise team and also shout out to Channels News. So you covered the whole protest and everything, man. Shout out to you guys. And shout out to Nasbo. I forgot Nasbo in the first video. Shout out to Don Jazzy. I don't know why I did not mention Don Jazzy's name. Shout out to Sabinus. Sabinus also made a post. And China Ross, my brother, China Ross, and all my people in China. So China Ross boss, my brother, I saw your video and shout outs to you. Now, all the people that also participated in the protest, God bless you. I saw some people in the UK. God bless you. Thank you very much. I appreciate. So we move for the betterment of the country. Now, what happened on that day? The previous day, I had made a video about some deductions that have been going on in my mother's account, GT Bank account. So I made the video and I said, the next day, I will be going to GT Bank. So all of them, everybody knew I was going to GT Bank. To the best of my knowledge, everyone knew that I was going to GT Bank. So that day, myself and my mom.
The thing is, they can't even deny that they don't know.
When we enter Gtbank, me, I wanted to go and collect the bank statement. I said, Mommy, we'll request bank statement first. We'll know which they go on. That is in case before they'll temper with them. You understand? I said, okay. So while we were there trying to fill the form, one of their staff up came down and said, BDM, okay, you are here. Let's go up, right? So I said, no, I want to collect bank statements first. They said, no, let's go. We'll do everything up. So we move upstairs, myself, my mom, and the guy. So to show transparency, the guy turned.
Why not allow him to get this in first?
Started looking
Bank
for
statement.
Went back and forth, looked for the problem, pressed his computer, and then he said, oh, maybe she took a loan. Okay, let's look at the loan. You understand? So he went up and said, she took a loan of 200,000 naira. I said, Mommy, you take a loan and you want the complaint, say that they come on your money. She said that she didn't take a loan. The guy said it was a quick loan. Then he showed when she was credited. She said she don't even know the code of quick loan. So how she take press quick loan? Do you understand? And it makes sense. Then we say, okay, who immediately the loan came in? Let's see how they spent the money. So the guy said, yes, that's true. So the guy checked and saw that when they collected the loan, they transferred to one girl in our office. You understand? And I asked my mom, say, you say you know collect loan. How far? They transferred to this person, which you buy. Say the girl will say something. But then again, we moved on. Then we see, say, my mother do tithes. She pay for tithes for church. I said, Mommy, you know, say you don't collect loan. I will come pay for tithes. Say she don't collect loan. She don't know the code, so how she take collect loan? So you spend money when you don't know how it come about. She say she don't know, but she don't collect any loan. So I can't think. I don't want to go back. I can't think. Say, okay, yes.
Probably there's a bigger scheme of fraud happening.
We check her salary time don't pass really for them. So we try to use them up. Then they can't say she collect loan again another time. So that second loan again, she also went to that first person's account. But this account now of this person that they credited, that first person that they first credited on the first loan, the person no longer work with my mom. So my mom was like, you see, this is another one now. The girl only work with us. So how did they transfer to her? So we started doing one or two, speaking within ourselves that sometimes, some people will carry NIN, go collect loan. Those times when they say COVID-19 loan, and some of all these people, they will go to like different local governments, collect their NIN, tell them that they want to give them money for loan, but they will not use those NIN to later go and be collecting loan on their behalf, and they'll be the one to pay. Wisha was just checking and doing all these things, but my mom said she doesn't know the code, so how did she collect the loan? Anyway, 2 plus 2, I said, okay, you know what? No wahala. You don't know anything about phone. And we now found out that our phone does not even have password. And this phone, they don't use phone at work. So if let's say that they keep the phone for gate, so anything could have happened. I just said, okay, no problem. How much is remaining? Right? How much is remaining? They say 67,000. I said, okay, I funded 400K to the account, because that account now, I don't put money there for my mom again. I say, get access back. You understand? When I knew why I asked them.
VDM, you don't do GTO.
That GT was just there because she had been complaining about
GT, don't hear me. Gtbank.
After that, they now called me from head office from Gtbank. When they called me, we were now talking.
Welcome if you're just joining.
People to, even if at all, you understand, need to get some kind of authentication. So I was saying that to the staff that was there, the one that was doing the investigations. I said, there's a need to do a 2-factor authentication. When nobody, it's not everybody that can just access your phone. If they know the code, they'll just quickly request it, and then they can just do transfer without you knowing, and they'll just delete the alert. So you will not even know. They'll leave it at your last alert. We're just talking. I say, at least put an authentication that when they press the quick load, they'll snap. I don't say, okay, when I come out, I'll explain everything that happened and create an awareness on this loan and how people should not give people their NIN because of all these local government empowerment like loan that they do, all this COVID-19, all this relief fund. I say, protect your NIN. I was coming to explain what had happened in the bank and also create an awareness. So they thanked me. We came to the first floor. They brought souvenir. They said, oh, thank you, VDM. You don't have a problem anytime. They even said, open an account with us. I said, Gtbank. Oh, mom, I don't like Gtbank. Oh, but let's see how it's going to go. We shall just spoke, and that was it. Next thing, we're about to exit the staircase to go down, then go outside. Police just came. When police came, I said, what did they happen? The policeman stood. I said, police, what's happening? He blocked us from going down. I'm like, excuse you, why are you stopping us? The police that they brought did not even know why he's stopping us. Do you understand? Why are you stopping us? The police no fit talk. Then one other guy on white now went to go and tell the guy something, right? He told the guy something. The guy now said, no, why are you stopping them? Leave them alone. Do you understand? Apparently, the guy did not hear what the guy was saying. Even after the guy was telling him that leave them alone, right? The guy refused. This particular guy refused with the police. Do you understand? They refused with the police. We now went, he now said, please, very dark man, because it was not embarrassing. Let's go to my office. We went to his office. I said, wait, are you not an Oga? If you are telling your junior colleague that he should let us go, why is he not in us? Do you understand? Plus, see where the problem is. Me, I don't operate Gtbank. The person that went with me does not operate Gtbank. Now my mama they operate Gtbank. Then I said, okay, maybe that guy that went with me, maybe he has done something, maybe he recorded. He now said, do I know that before this police came, that particular guy had come to him, the CSO, he had come to him to search his phone if he recorded, and he saw that.
Why are they so curious about that?
The guy and said, okay, come and search his phone. It's not a problem. The guy he was just very rude. Do you understand? Now, I know you operate Gtbank. If I thought you want to hold anybody, there's a problem. And my mama do something for handcuff her. I don't know if you understand. But me that does not operate the Gtbank, why are you holding me? Now, when I brought up my camera, I was not angry. I said, tell me why you are holding me. This took for like 5 minutes. Tell me why you are holding me in the bank. I don't operate the bank. What is the problem? The policeman could not answer. Do you understand? The policeman will charge. The guy no agree. I don't defend. Now, me I won't push the police guy, but you get uniform. And you have to respect the uniform. If not, I don't want to push him, I don't go lie, because you don't pay me. Do you understand? Okay? So voila. Finally, signal come. The guy just do as if same way they go. I didn't know that there was a plan. Do you understand? I didn't know that there was a plan. Now, before I continue this story, Gtbank, you will explain why you held me hostage in your bank. You will explain why you kidnapped me in your bank, because I don't operate your bank. I don't use your bank. That's number one. Number two of this whole thing, I am not wanted in Nigeria. When you say a wanted man came into your bank, as a wanted man, wanted man don't enter your bank. So you will hold on till security operatives come. Number three, you are not an executive arm in the government. Do you understand? You are not even an executive arm. So I want to know why you held me in your bank for 5 minutes. Even though I know why, but you don't have that right. And again, the whole video is on my phone. Do you understand? But people understand, even if those people don't come out from the Efcc hand at my phone, because my phone is here. Under the protocol and whatever, I know you have to have CCTV footage all over your bank. So you will provide that CCTV footage of that first floor. I noticed that you people release some CCTV footage that does not align. You understand? You cut and join. Do you understand? You cut and join, you drop one. And you know fully well. See, that is not what happened. You held me in the bank. You kidnapped me in the bank. Held me on stage in your bank. We'll go there. You understand? We are coming there because I'm definitely going to sue you. You're going to pay me. Because I don't use your bank. I don't get dollar. I don't get anything for your bank. Why did you hold me in your bank? If you had a problem, you for hold my mama, maybe my mama thief. For Uncle Farm, we go take here. But you specifically held me hostage in your bank. Yeah, my friend, I don't operate your bank. Now, let's move on. After that, I don't vex. I said, which kind of thing they happen? Why don't they get feeling? Now we went downstairs. I now opened that their queue. I went outside. My friend that tried to open the queue could not come out. He was also held there. I didn't know all these things were trying to delay me. I didn't know they were trying to delay me, but I had something. Now I can't go outside the bank. I stood in front of the bank. One of the staff came and started harassing me again. By this time, that Oga self came outside. I was like, what is going on? You know, they were trying to snap me. Somebody was trying to snap me. He said, hey, you cannot snap me. I said, outside the bank, not even inside the bank, outside the bank premises, outside their front fence, not inside, front fence, outside. I said, I'm not in the bank. What's the problem? Then I changed. I thought, I go police, I was, I was angry. So some people, they were not like, what's it happen? Why are you harassing him? No worry, some people go stick on the cup. One people are now coming. So that guy understood I was still waiting for me, the person inside the Gtbank. I didn't know all this why I didn't ask this. Immediately he came outside. We just enter car. As we enter car, as I just make it turn, boom, motor just brackets me, come on, right back. Open door, be there now, under arrest. My mother, the shout, they just crack gun face my mother. Crack gun face the guy ready for front seat. That one did the shake. Now, being me, I wanted to say, under arrest for what? I made you sit down on the ground and so you tell me why I'm under arrest, I'm not going anywhere. But my mother on the screen, the guy on the shake. Do you understand? I see how they were moving. I said, okay, you know what? Let me just obey. What's the worst that can happen? Next thing, the guy just slap me friend. Come on, just put blindfold for the other guy face. Just try as I can. See man, the end I say, bro, you don't need to slap me, bro. Talk to me, no man, go enter the car. Not the fear you're gone, bro. If you talk to me, no man, go enter your car. I'm a Nigerian, I don't run. I'm not a fugitive. Do you understand? I'm not wanted in the country. I don't run, I don't hide. So what's the treatment? Just put me back, enter the car, lock the door, the driver say, all right, so it's now time for me to give you the full details of what happened the day I was arrested and what happened when I got to the Efcc and my time in prison, right? So this video is going to be long. But first of all, it's crazy how this protest brought Yoruba, Igbos, and Hausa.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. Now, in a nation, you need people that are sound, like very sound, from the president to vice president to all of them, down to the police, like to the least government official, to the least person holding any government position. You need to be very sound. But we have people that cannot really comprehend. You know, I saw this video that was shared, and I want to just join it into this very dark man's conversation, where it's almost like it was an interview being done, and the interviewer asked a question, and we're seeing that this is anti-corruption crusade, and they said EFCC chairman says the fight against fraud is no joke. Yes, the fight against fraud is no joke, but they asked you a simple question that you could just go direct to the point and explain. And what this man was explaining was totally different from what the interviewer was asking. Nobody is saying anybody is above the law. If you feel like somebody has broken the rules of the this and the person is suspected of fraud or any other thing that EFCC is responsible for, go ahead and do it the right way. But we're saying the way you picked VDM up from the road was no different from the way the unknown gunmen pick up people from the road. And why did you people take so many days to announce that you people were the one that were holding him? Even when they said it was EFCC that was holding VDM, you people said it's not you. One person from your camp said it's you. You people said it's not you. Then later on, when you could not hide it anymore, you shamelessly came out and admitted it. And now that you could use this opportunity to remedy the whole situation, the whole hot mess you people created, they asked you on an interview and you are just beating around the bush. Hold on, let me open this and let's see.
There's an opportunity to interact directly with the commission, and that's the case of VDM.
Give me a second. Let's take this back to the beginning.
Needs to be asked. I think, of course, that there's an opportunity to interact directly with the commission, and that's the case of VDM, which has, of course, taken social media big time. Everyone seems to be talking about it. Just for confirmation, why was it picked up by the commission? Is it for cyberbullying and money laundering? Can you please enlighten Nigeria? Now, I think we should appreciate the fact that the Economic and Financial Crime Commission
has the right to initiate investigation into any petition that is raised against any Nigerian. Now, the issue of Martin Vincent, I will say, it's not an exception. It's like it's a suspect, like any other suspect. Now, we have a call to invite him, to arrest him on the number of multiple petitions that are before the commission. And of course, we invited him, we interrogated him.
You did not invite him, you kidnapped him.
When we met the great conditions, we listened. When his judges are ready, we will fight that before the court. And it will be arranged. Okay, so for now, I just say that there are no charges yet. The charges, when we are ready to fight the charges.
When you people are ready, you people are still not ready.
So for now, the talks about cyberbullying and money laundering is not true. Is that what you're saying? Let's get to the river.
What river?
Before we cross it now.
Haba.
By the time the charges are ready, they are filed before the court and it's arranged.
So you've not gotten to the river, but you're kidnapping the person.
Everybody will see it. And so there's no point preempting what is on ground. When we get to the river, we will cross it. I mean, just to be sure. So, do you still have his phone with you? Does the commission still have his phone with them? That should not be a matter to be discussed on national television. We have our operational ways of doing things. People are saying that this question needs to be asked. As since, of course, there is an opportunity to interact.
One more river to cross. One more river. Any Nigerian person will know this song. One more river to cross. Are you kidding me? Seriously? This is supposed to be the chairperson of EFCC? Very dull, very dull. Sorry, but very dull. Like, how do they ask you a simple... So you're saying that you don't have enough to file, but you already kidnapped the person from the road. After kidnapping the person, as if that was not enough, you just want to put the nation in unrest, that they are already in a very horrible position that I don't even know how to describe. Where people are being kidnapped right, left, center, and EFCC being so unprofessional. And now in your statement on national TV, after what we saw, that he was kidnapped from the road, you're saying we invite him. Do you know what it means to say we invite? When he had a case with Iyabo Ojo and Tonto Dike and all of that, he was invited. Those are the people that can say we invited VDM, because yes, they did not kidnap him from the road. They didn't arrest him. They didn't harass him. Nothing. They invited him and he showed up by himself. He went there. Remember, he drove there, packed and said, I am going in there. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on, but I've been invited. So I am going in there. And he sat down in his car right in front of the building, did a video and turned his this and showed where he was going, and then said, if you don't hear from me, if you don't see me, know that I'm there. Okay. That we know that he was invited. He walked in. So if that building had a CCTV camera, you will see VDM parking outside the complex and then walking into the complex. Or maybe if you're invited and they allow you to drive in, then you would have seen VDM drove into that complex and parked his car, then went to answer his dissent, and then he was detained and questioned and things like that. But you cannot go and arrest somebody right in front of Gtbank, slap the person, punch the person, take the person's phone, cover the person, blindfold the person, and then call it he was invited. I don't understand EFCC, seriously. I do not understand EFCC. It's now you now know that there is one more river to cross. When you get to the river, you will cross the river, but you've already done so much already. You have accused of everything that you've accused him. If you've accused him of something, why not arrest him already? He came out with his full chest. Okay? VDM came out with his full chest and said, look, my phone is with you people. So if you people like beat around... Oh yeah. If you people like beat around the bush or not, it is what it is. And VDM is somebody that likes to talk on a normal day, like talk near the tire of somebody like VDM. So VDM will continue to talk. I see he even posted about this EFCC and and Tompolo, okay, because Tompolo was seeing, celebration and they were spraying money. Let me see what VDM even said. You know that VDM will not close his mouth. he will not close his mouth. It doesn't matter what you try to do or what you're not trying to do, he will not close his mouth. Let me see what he said about, like, he's still taunting EFCC. Do you understand? This is somebody that they want to file charges of whatever against. Let's hear what he said about this other guy, that money was being sprayed also. So let's see.
The news, the EFCC are looking for Tom Polo.
Which one be they're looking for him? They don't know when they.
To those of you that don't know who Tom Polo is, especially all these Gen Z, you can look him up. His full name is Government. Or why is it Polo? Now, why are EFCC looking for him? They posted it, they said, nobody is above the law. Tom Polo, we have questions to answer. It is because of the video that went viral and people started tagging EFCC. Now, you see on my screen the video, you notice that Tom Polo was dancing, you understand, dancing, doing his juju things. When one man came, I was spraying what looks like the Naira, because I know it looks like the Naira. You understand? So people got the video, they were not tagging EFCC. That's Tom Polo. Go and touch Tom Polo now. If you see EFCC, you don't have mind, considering who Tom Polo is, being a former militant. You understand? So they were tagging EFCC. Now, EFCC now posted it that nobody is above the law. Tom Polo will have questions to answer. You see, EFCC, I always knew this was a Naira mutilation high service. Me, I call her my service. I always knew it was going to clash very soon with tradition and culture, and it don't happen now. It don't happen now. The way you people put too much energy on the mutilated Naira, when I go carry am, arrest am, send the person go jail, carry this one. I know say when I go shoot yourself for legs soon, and when I don't do am. Now, why do I say you have shot yourself on the foot? When the crime is committed, the motive behind the crime is important. What you look as a crime, the motive behind it is important. That will decide whether it is a crime, an intentional crime or not, which will determine the sentence. Now, this particular crime of Naira mutilation and blah blah blah. If you go check the CBN Act, the fine now how much? How much is the fine? 20,000 Naira. 50,000 Naira or a prison time. 50,000 Naira or a prison time for fine. Especially for people who do forced surveillance. So una leave all the big criminals for the country. Una go for sure Naira mutilation. Now, una not shoot yourself for that. No. To the best of my knowledge, let me explain what happened in this video that been going viral, right? If you notice this on that video, you notice that the masquerade is dancing. Now, that masquerade really dance according to their culture. To the best of my knowledge, because I was there last year. According to their culture, that masquerade that is dancing, whichever thing you give to the masquerade, you get it back in 2 folds or in multiple folds. So that is their tradition. Now, if you decide to throw gold to the masquerade while he's dancing, in the nearest future, maybe in a few months, you can get that gold times double. If you decide to throw diamond or silver, times double. So people just prefer to carry notes and come and spray notes. Do you understand? And expect that some people come here and spray notes worth millions. Do you understand? Not what millions, they do it. It's tradition, and this tradition has been going on for donkey years now before this Oyibo man law enter. So now you want to clamp them down because of their mutilation law. And you see, EFCC now I talk say when I don't set on yourself up. Now Nigerians are telling you, yes, you must do something. You must do something against tradition that has been there for years. Apart from these people having this tradition, the Igbos also have their own. It is normal for Nigeria say you go one bed or you go one car Igbo man wedding, say you see more money there everywhere. Do you understand? Now part of the thing. Although me, I don't like the spraying of Naira because I feel so yes, because of this social media, I feel like it has started pressuring a lot of youths. As if they don't do something like this, they don't belong. And with the slogan of the
so let me quickly say this. In terms of spraying money and whatnot, if the law of the nation says don't spray, look for an alternative. Okay, I think in the United States they do have. I'm just using them as an example. I think they have an alternative where, or you saw those musical videos where they spray. They have what they call the fake money, which is under control. You go, you rent it, the fake dollar. You go, you rent it, and you can use it to spray and mutilate and do all of that. It's not the real dollar they spray, but I think sometimes people mistake that. So I think what the nation should also do is also have that fake money available So anybody that decides to want to spray. So for example, if you're going to a wedding and you want to spray 3 million, go and rent 3 million, spray the fake 3 million, and then give the people that you are spraying 3 million a check of 3 million that will be transferred from your bank account to their bank account. But on that day of the event, you spray the fake money. And of course, that money needs to be recovered and sent back to where they store. There are people that are in charge of keeping this fake money that they use for musical videos, movies, and things like that, Yes, so that's that, and nobody is above the law. But if I like, it's even funny that people are even looking at this Tompolo on because of based on who Tompolo is. So hands up. Okay. Now, moving on to the next thing I want to say. There's someone else. I don't remember the man's name, but there's a wealthy man that they said his son also mutilated the naira. Instead, they arrested the policemen that were next to him there, but him and his friends that did the naira note mutilation and whatnot, abuse and all of that, they were not persecuted, they were not arrested. So that is that. Now, in the case of Tompolo was not the one spraying. If you notice, both of his hands were up, he was dancing. The person that was spraying is the person that EFCC will pick up. So it won't even be Tompolo. They would just need Tompolo to identify who was that person that was spraying the money as Tompolo was dancing and walking, dancing around the square. Okay, so you see, EFCC, be careful for the kind of things you people are doing, because you people's way are really not pure. You people are always easy to keep the same energy when it comes to everybody. But yeah, for me, I didn't, when I saw that video, I didn't say anything. I was just laughing the way people were saying, go and arrest Tompolo now. Okay. Tompolo will be willing to pay his fine, okay, because gone are the days where Tompolo used to be that Tompolo, that it's still in there in him, but he's no longer that Tompolo that a lot of people don't really like. People know Tompolo, but they really don't know the face. They cannot put a face to who Tompolo is, and some people don't even know the history of Tompolo, okay, like that's a name that scares people a lot. When you hear Tompolo, you're shivering because, like, don't play. Like, don't play. When it comes to Tompolo, don't play. But I feel like Tompolo will be willing to pay the fine. If they invite him over, he will be willing to present himself because he holds a very significant position in his place. I think he's a traditional ruler also, and something like that. So you will not want to be the one to break the rule as a traditional ruler, but respectfully, if he's invited, he will go and he will pay the fine and he will go home, you know. Or if they really want the person that really sprayed, and then he will tell the person, present yourself. One thing is, Tompolo is not afraid of anybody. Neither those people are also, you see them all wearing white, moving around with him. None of them are afraid of anybody. None of them are afraid of, you know, if it's come to make ukpai, they do them anyhow for body, so they will not even blink to present themselves to EFCC. Anything you want to do, you're not concerned. Do you understand? So they don't even, care. But that's that. Okay, so I thought I should come in and explain to you people how far this has gone. So what we're still waiting on, because I did check EFCC's page, I see they're arraigning other people and things like that. Like the man rightfully said, which he said bunch of nonsense in my opinion. But let me pause and remove sound. So in my opinion, what they said was just bunch of nonsense. But what we can actually take from the nonsense coming from EFCC is the fact that they are planning to file something against the very dark man, so the very dark black man. So it means that we will wait to see where that is going. But remember that the very dark man already warned them that they should file anything they want, but he knows what he doesn't want to see. So on EFCC story 22 hours ago, I'm seeing they post this, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission is pleased to invite you to the 146th edition of the EFCC Connect, an open forum with members of the public. Job/employment scam. Where is the job? Where is the money? Okay, so it seems like they have. Okay, so that happens on Facebook. It happens on Facebook Live and on X, which is Twitter. Okay, so yes, if time is 6 p.m., what? Okay, so yes, that's West African time, right? If you're willing to join, then you have to follow EFCC on Facebook and also follow them on Twitter, aka X, so when they're having this forum, so you can join. Okay. Let me see what else is on their story. The next thing we see on that story, I see Four young men paraded. It says court jails two internet fraudsters in Enugu as EFCC arraigns two. Okay, so court jails internet fraudster in Enugu. Okay. Uh, let's go to the next. The next we see so good, solid mineral collaboration and AML/CFT enforcement. Okay. Then here is another photograph of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 persons, and it says court jails 9 of internet fraud in Uyo. Okay, so 2 states. The first was Enugu, this other one is Uyo. So that's what they have on their story. Then if you go to their page, their last post, let me see, EFCC intensifies search for wanted persons, okay, as part of the ongoing investigation of the alleged monumental fraud involving many actors in the infamous crypto bridge exchange CBEX fraud. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, uh, is gaining important ground in its search for 8 wanted persons implicated in the fraud. The 8 wanted persons are Seyi Olaide, Emmanuel Oko, Adefowora Oluwashola, Adefowora Abiodun, Olanipekun, Johnson Okira, uh, Ofenolu, Israel Mbalika, Joseph Michael Kaba, and Sarah Mikero, Elibita, and the CBEX Solution Limited, who are earlier declared wanted. Okay, has been removed from the list owning the information that it does not support inclusive and wanted persons. But okay, so that's what I see on their page, and okay, and the people that they've jailed. So they've not posted anything about the very dark man's case right now as we speak. But let us see where we're going with that one. So thank you so very much. 37 minutes. Good, 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 good. So two down. Okay. Two video down, one let me see. Should I say one more to go or two more? How many more do we have? Okay, good. We also have the Senator Natasha and Professor Nweke, and there's a lot going on over there. We're going to cover that also. And Senator Natasha was in court also, right? So I see that also trending. So we'll see how many more we have to cover. Thank you also very much, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now. See you later. Bye.